Brought to you by the Center for Real Estate Education, recareercenter.com. Dive with us today into the intriguing world of freehold estates. Freehold estates, you ask? They are a fascinating type of property ownership that extends beyond the limits of time. Unlike leases that have a defined end date, freehold estates can last indefinitely, and they come with the freedom to sell or pass on through inheritance. Now, within this realm of freehold estates, there are three main types that you should know about. First, we have the fee simple absolute, the most complete form of ownership. Next, there's the fee simple defeasible, which comes with certain conditions. And finally, we have the life estate, a unique type of ownership that lasts for the lifetime of a specified person. So, are you ready to explore these types of freehold estates? Buckle up, we're just getting started. First, we have the fee simple absolute. This is the most complete form of ownership you can have. Now, what does this mean? Well, when you own a property as fee simple absolute, you own it outright. You're not just renting or leasing, you hold the keys to the kingdom, so to speak. Here's the deal. You have all the rights to the property. You can live in it, rent it out, sell it, or even tear it down and build something new if you want. And when you're gone, the property can be passed on to your heirs. It's all yours to do with as you please. But here's the catch. There are no conditions or restrictions on the property's use. This means you also bear all the responsibilities. From taxes to maintenance, it all falls on your shoulders. So to put it simply, fee simple absolute is like being the king or queen of your property. You call the shots. In essence, fee simple absolute is the king of property ownership. Next up, we have the fee simple defeasible. Unlike fee simple absolute, this ownership comes with a few strings attached. You see, a fee simple defeasible is a type of property ownership that's subject to certain conditions. The ownership of the property can be complete, but it's not absolute. If certain conditions or stipulations are not met, the ownership could be revoked. Imagine this. You're given a piece of land with the condition that it must be used for agricultural purposes. If you decide to build a shopping mall there instead, you would violate the condition and potentially lose your ownership. The key thing to remember here is that these conditions must be stated explicitly at the time of the property transfer. They aren't just verbal agreements, but legally binding conditions. So, fee simple defeasible is a bit of a balancing act. It gives you ownership, but with a few conditions to keep in mind. Finally, we have the life estate. This type of ownership is a little different as it lasts for the lifetime of a specific person. Now, the unique characteristic of a life estate is that it's not permanent. Rather, it's tied to the lifespan of the individual, known as the life tenant. Imagine you're the life tenant. You have the right to use, possess, and obtain profits from the property during your lifetime. Sounds great, right? But there's a catch. You can't pass it on to your heirs because upon your death, the property doesn't go to them. Instead, it reverts back to the original owner, or it may go to another designated individual known as the remainder man. This might seem like a temporary form of ownership, but it's more than that. It allows the life tenant to enjoy the property fully during their lifetime. So, a life estate can be seen as a temporary form of ownership, but it still offers significant rights to the life tenant. So, to recap, we have explored three types of freehold estates today. Fee simple absolute, the most complete form of ownership; fee simple defeasible, ownership with conditions or terms which if violated could result in loss of property; and life estate, ownership that lasts for the life of a specific person. Each type has its own unique characteristics and implications on real estate transactions. And that's it. We hope this video has helped clarify the concept of freehold estates for you. Brought to you by the Center for Real Estate Education, recareercenter.com. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more real estate education.